Dinah's story, The Price of Revenge. Written by Prisca J. Okatta. Narrated by Archie. Introduction. The Seeds of Revenge. The quiet streets of Dinah's childhood neighborhood had always been her sanctuary. A place of peace, where the innocence of youth could flourish, untouched by the darkness that seemed so far away. For years Dinah felt secure within the walls of her family home, surrounded by the love of her parents and the laughter of her siblings. It was a world that seemed unbreakable, a delicate dream woven together by the threads of safety, familiarity, and trust. But beneath the surface of this idyllic life, forces were at play, hidden, silent, insidious, that would soon unravel everything she thought she knew about the world, about love, and about herself. It began, like many tragedies do, with the simplest of things: a phone call, a sudden change in routine, a quiet whispers between her parents that Dinah couldn't quite hear but felt in the air. She would later learn that these were the first signs of something far more sinister. The story she would come to know would reshape her life, erode the innocence she once had, and ultimately lead her down a path from which there could be no return. Her mother's absence was the first sign of the fracture in her perfect world. At first Dinah didn't understand it, the confusion muddling her young mind. Her mother had always been the central figure, the one who held everything together with an unspoken strength. Yet one day she was gone, without explanation. Her father, usually so calm and composed, became a shadow of his former self, his laughter replaced by a grim silence, his bright eyes now clouded with something darker. Dinah didn't know then, but it was the moment that the seeds of revenge were quietly being planted, a slow, almost imperceptible process that would one day erupt in a way no one, especially Dinah, could have anticipated. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, her father's behavior became more erratic. The once gentle man she had known was now a stranger. He withdrew further into himself, sometimes retreating to his study for days at a time, barely emerging except for brief, terse conversations. Dinah could sense his pain, the hurt in his eyes, but it was impossible for her to comprehend the depth of it. There was a distance growing between them, a chasm that widened each time he looked at her, his daughter, a constant reminder of the life he had lost. In those moments of isolation, when Dinah sat alone in her room wondering what had happened to the world she had known, there were flashes of memories, of her mother's laughter, her warm embrace, the way she made everything seem right. But those memories would soon become tainted, a bitter reminder of the betrayal that Dinah would not yet.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?